Previously on Hang Up.
I've been very liberal in my search for pleasure in the great outdoors.
Timo received a mystery box from their callers.
I feel so funny talking about people's boxes.
They had a clear connection with each of them.
I feel like I could talk to you for hours.
It was the best times, it was the worst times. I'm here for all the tingles.
When you want something, you get it. So I'm going to get it.
But in the end, it was easy for Timo to choose who to hang up on because Ness ghosted them.
Actually, she stood me up.
Welcome to Hang Up, a reality dating show with no rings attached. I'm your host, Zakiya Gibbons. Here's how the show works. Every week, our star Timo goes on a themed date with each of their callers. All of these dates happen exclusively over the phone.
So welcome to this madness.
The star and their callers never see each other and, at first, can't describe how they look. And they all change their names, so they can't find each other outside of the show. The callers have only one date per week to make themselves heard. And if they can't establish a clear connection, they risk getting the hang-up, eliminating them from the show. The star hangs up on one caller each week. This week, 4 callers remain: Cedar, Salix, Mariah, and Billy. To stay on the line, they must win over Timo. And in the end, the winning caller has a choice to make: an all-expenses-paid vacation with Timo, sponsored by Both and Apparel, or hang up on them and take a cash prize of $1,000. The theme of this week's date is Phone a Friend.
Hello?
Timo is dialing in someone else to take their place. That person will go on their own date with each caller, then recommend who Timo should hang up on next.
That is fucking rad.
Who will stay on the line, and whose connection will be dropped.
The sensuality was there, and it was drawn out of me. I was helpless.
Find out this week on Hang Up. Hi, Timo.
Hi, Zakiya.
Okay, I'm rolling up my metaphorical sleeves here. This week, you had a bunch of packages dropped off at your house, full of goodies picked out just for you.
Mm-hmm.
So let's hear who was dialed in and who phoned it in.
All right.
I actually already got some of this tea. We already heard that Billy had your favorite box.
Please talk about my box. I want to talk about my box.
Billy had a good box. Yes, I think it's the, I'm never going to get tired of that.
Me neither.
Just the way that they assembled everything that was in the box was really deliberate and careful. And, when I heard the prompt for this date about being, about sensory engagement, I feel like that, Billy just did the best job of that, in my opinion. There were leaves, like dried leaves, and a seed pod. They also put in a little Ziploc bag a swatch of their flannel shirt, like one of their work shirts.
Whoa, that is sexy.
And folded up and put in like a little Ziploc so that the smell was retained, and it smelled
Oh my God.
Yeah. And it smelled like wood smoke and just like a warm body. It aligned with how I might assemble a package like that for that prompt for somebody. And so that felt very in tune.
How would you describe Billy's vibe as you gleaned from this box?
Oh, yeah, I would say green and verdant, and connected and intimate. I felt like I was in the forest, right? Because it was almost like, I was imagining Billy in the forest while we were having our conversation, which was lovely.
Could you imagine yourself hiking in the forest with Billy?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
As friends? Or...
As friends, as labas. Labas. I mean, yeah, absolutely. I'm getting a vibe. I'm getting a real vibe from them.
I heard your date with Billy also got a little sexy. Were y'all talking about fucking outdoors?
I mean, look.
How you guys skip over that? You know I'm going to ask about that.
I didn't know you were going to get that part. Oh, my God. Oh my God. Okay, I am blushing. Sometimes
I can like
honestly,
feel you blushing through the mic.
look, okay. Sometimes I forget that we are not alone on our dates.
Okay, so that means you were really in the moment then.
I was in the moment. She hit all the right notes, right? You know, like the sensuality was there and it was drawn out of me. I was helpless. I don't know.
Ooh.
I don't know. It felt natural and spontaneous and very charming, very, very cute, very sexy.
Y'all are making me want to take a hike. Ooh. I should go hiking more. So just to be clear, Billy had your favorite box, but your date with Billy was also the best, you would say?
I would say, I mean, I would say that the pretty tied with Salix in terms of like the date itself, you know, and the conversation, the kind of like connection was also really, really good with Salix.
You know, it's so funny because I feel like I have a very similar experience in the fact that like I also am in transition.
Yeah, tell me about your date with Salix. What was in their box?
Salix sent me this lovely gift bag, and there was some wine in there. There was some cheese in there. There's a nice little, you know, a little scattering of things. But most importantly, there was a brown paper sandwich bag labeled in black marker on the front. It said "Bag of Mystery." And inside they had written out these different questions, like prompts for conversation, and their impulse to play and the way that they talk about play and like their relationship to creativity and play is really, really hitting the mark for me. It challenged my sort of like, oh, you know, they're the youngest one or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, which just always goes to say, like, you know, just be humble and open and and be willing to be surprised, you know.
Yeah, I love that malleability you have, that willingness to be surprised. I feel like that's really important with dating. If you're really wanting to make a genuine connection,
Yeah.
now Salix is like, sounds like one of your faves.
Salix is a contender.
Ooh. Okay, so now we have Mariah and Cedar.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you want to chat about?
Let's talk about Cedar first.
If we connect, you'll be Ursula. I'll paint you. I'll be Jafar.
Cedar's box was meticulously packed, and they put in a lot of things that they enjoy and thought that I would enjoy. And they're super into like Halloween, so they put in so much stuff. And there was like a pumpkin that was like foam that you can get from the craft store, and then all these art supplies that you can like actually carve into this foam pumpkin.
How big was this box?
It was
pumpkin?
really big.
Even if it's a foam one.
It was
Wow.
like
Okay.
it was like a medium-sized pumpkin. It was free.
Okay.
So like
Very
Mariah's
nice.
bag was also very big.
Ooh.
But yeah, so Cedar put a lot of care and a lot of thought into that box, and I feel like I did get to know them. And I don't know, we had some good exchanges. I just felt that I don't know how to say this. I don't want to be like. Cedar is in the midst of in the thick of it all the time. I don't know how else to say that. Cedar is the moment. And I guess I felt sometimes that like I wasn't sure if they were hearing me when I responded, or if I would try to ask them something or like share something. I didn't always feel like I had the opportunity to. But I mean, some of that might just be being over the phone and not being able to sort of like pick up on each other's cues and body language. So, no, it just left me feeling like a little bit, I don't know how well I was heard or felt in that moment, you know?
Yeah, she has a big ass personality.
Big
You know,
personality.
she takes up a lot of space in a
Yeah.
way that I'm like, yes.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
be loud, be expansive.
Mhm.
She really is the moment.
Right. And I love that. But at the same time, I don't know if I love it if I love it as a partner or if I love it more as an audience member. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's entertaining, he's vibrant, he has so much to offer. And I just think that they've got like, oh yeah, just like star power energy, right? But I know myself, and I know that I also need those quiet moments, and I need to feel centered and help to feel grounded. And I just feel that with Cedar, I might be the constant grounding force. I want to be around that energy, but I don't know if I want to be with that energy. Do you know what I mean?
No, I do know what you mean.
Yeah.
And I think you said that you don't necessarily feel heard. Can you say more on that?
Yeah, there would just be moments where it was like, okay, well, like you're kind of going back and forth and like sharing information or asking a follow-up question. And I'd sort of like wait for a moment where I felt like, okay, I can kind of like come in with that follow-up question or I'd start to answer something that they had asked me. And they would be off and running again. They're brilliant and funny and like those thoughts are great, but it's also like hard kind of fitting myself in edgewise around it. And here's another thing, just on a lighter note. Cedar is also like super into Halloween and into Disney in particular, which is like all cute and stuff, but like not a lot of overlap on my interests. And I think that was another thing that was just kind of like, I'm not sure. It just was like a little off-putting. Where I was like, this is cute. And I know all these like Disney songs and everything because I have kids, but and like I was a kid and I still, they're fun and funny, but I'm like, I'm not going to Disney World. I don't know, unless I'm taking my kids. It's not for me. It's not like a red flag. It's kind of like it's like a yellow flag for me.
Yeah, yellow flag. Yeah, because it's like not necessarily a bad thing, but it is a flag that alerts you that, oh, we have different interests and therefore might not be compatible.
Yeah.
One thing I'm thinking of is that you were switched on with Salix because of the playfulness.
Yes.
Cedar is also like so playful. Like this box sounds
true.
playful.
Yeah.
Just her personality is playful.
That's true.
You're wanting to tap more into your expansiveness. Cedar has all of that. So what do you think of that? Do you think that
damn
they
it,
can
Zakiya,
bring that
I'm a
playfulness?
Libra. This is already hard for me. This decision-making
Yes.
thing. I think that's true, but I think what is the hallmark of a good game is the volley, right? And that feeling of rhythm between the two people.
Yes.
So I feel like, yes, Cedar is ready to play and is very adventurous and fun and like funny, just very funny. I just don't know that we're volleying at the same rate, or the same kind of rhythm, I should say.
I hear you. Okay, so let's move on to Mariah.
Okay.
I feel like I could talk to you for hours.
How did you like Mariah's box?
Mariah lavished me with this like really it was like the biggest one. It was this really tall gift bag and it was just packed with like amazing stuff. Mariah also loves horror. And so there was a couple of movies in there, sort of like Cedar, where it was like the candy, the popcorn, like the concession kind of style snacks. And some, self-care things as well. And I felt like it was just like very, I don't know, sweet, but I just like, honestly, their boxes were so similar, their packages. So like Cedar and Mariah had very similar packages, which is funny because they're also like kind of similar personality, especially in the group calls.
I was thinking the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah. But Mariah, our conversation pace was good. It just, I don't know, like I just felt like there weren't as many things to connect on. I don't know, not a lot of spark from me on my side. And I'd go back to my notes and I'm like, oh yeah, we talked about that,
What did y'all talk about?
Yeah, I mean, we talked about like, I believe Mariah has a daughter. And so we talked about that. We definitely have like the parenting thing in common, which was something that I was really hoping for also going in was maybe to find somebody who also has parenting experience in the sense of like, the growth and changes and, perspectives that come along with that. But I just kind of didn't feel like there was, I don't know, like it was like if you meet somebody and you're like, oh, I met this really nice person and we had a nice conversation, but like maybe I'll run into them on the bus again someday. You know what I mean? Like it felt like that. That sounds so dismissive, but it just didn't feel like connected for
No, I don't
me.
think that sounds dismissive. I feel like that sounds very real.
Yeah.
Mariah also has a big personality
Yeah.
in group settings. Did she keep that same energy with you?
No, and maybe that was part of it, was just like, you know, she's, she, like, in that hotline with Cedar, that little back and forth and stuff they had going was like, yeah, I'll have more spark than I have with you two.
Interesting.
Almost like
Oh,
Cedar and
damn.
Mariah. Y'all should maybe have a moment,
Yeah, spin off. Cedar and Mariah get together.
I would go definitely pick up game of basketball with Mariah. Sign me up,
Yeah, yeah,
like I get that
yeah.
feeling for sure.
Right.
But do I feel romantic? Not so far.
Yeah.
Not so far.
It's interesting because you said a similar thing about Salix. You're like, romantic, I don't know.
Yeah, I did.
So I'm curious, like, do you think is the door fully shut on Mariah? Or do you think that there's potential,
No.
like, oh, who knows,
There's
like maybe next date or like, maybe down the line there is room for that romantic connection?
Oh, absolutely. I'm not writing anybody off. Not Mariah, not Cedar. Like, absolutely not.
Okay, so I do want to talk about Ness.
The number cannot be reached now. Please hang up and try again later.
What was your first reaction when you heard that she ghosted?
Well, the first thing I thought wasn't even about ghosting. It was like, oh my gosh, what happened to Ness? Like, it's I hate having that question mark over, whether or not she's okay. Like, we just don't know.
Yeah.
And then my second thought was, what did I say? Like, what did I do? Did I hurt her feelings? Did I say something wrong in that speed dial date? Like, crap. Like, I must have, scared her off or something. I don't know.
Oh, no, that is so relatable. Yeah, no, first of all, we hope Ness is okay. And that's probably the hardest thing about ghosting is just
Not
the not
knowing.
knowing, and
Yeah.
especially about that person's well-being.
Yeah, exactly.
But also the other side, like that you said, is that, I feel like not knowing or feeling in the dark about something is just a breeding ground for insecurities.
Yeah.
I know Ness was at the top of your list last time.
Yes.
So how do you feel about her not being in the running
I
anymore?
feel disappointed. I really do. And I was excited to continue talking with her and like finding out more about her. She made a great first impression on me. It's disappointing. Yeah, I'm a little bit bummed.
Yeah. No, that makes a lot of sense. Let's talk about the next date. We're going to shift gears.
Okay.
Now we're at the point where your dates are going to the next level. The 4 remaining callers will have their calls transferred to your friend or family member for the phone a friend date. So, have you chosen who you're dialing in?
Yes, I have chosen a dear friend of mine, and oh gosh, okay, yes, her pseudonym. I had to think of it for a second to remind myself. Her pseudonym is Roxanne. Roxanne.
Yes. Sexy name.
Roxanne is yes, is very sweet and dear and very I don't know how to describe Roxanne. Roxanne is brash, brazen, in your face. Like, Roxanne is a Capricorn. I love Capricorns, especially Capricorn women. Oh my God, give me a Capricorn women bestie, and I'm happy.
Yes.
She's a sociologist. This is Dr. Roxanne, okay? Let me tell you, Roxanne is not to be played with.
She's going to have her pad of paper out, asking all the questions and making all the observations.
Oh, the data, the gathering of data.
Yes. Roxanne sounds amazing. So how do you know her? How did you all meet?
Oh my God. I don't know if I want to tell this story on the air.
Well, damn. Okay, now I really want to know.
Oh my God. So, look, the thing is that the she's, the theys, the queers, the women, we have to stick together in this world, right? It is rough.
Right.
It is rough
We
out
have
there,
to.
okay? Roxanne and I met because she was talking with somebody that I ended up being in a pretty serious but very brief and like hellacious relationship with, who had some very narcissistic traits. And so basically, I ended up doing some forensics on this person as things went bad, and it ended up leading me to all these women and all these other incidents. And so Roxanne was enmeshed with me in this web of deceit and nonsense with this person that I had been seeing. And so I reached out. And Roxanne was like, hell yeah, let's talk, let's meet. And that had turned into a platonic romance that is undeniable.
Wow. Wait, let me get it straight. So you were dating someone and they were shitty and you were like, they're so shitty that I need to investigate this person and like who they are, what their background is.
And it was dark. It was bad. Let me tell you, it was criminal. It was bad.
Like literally criminal.
Literally criminal, yeah.
Okay. Was Roxanne also dating this person? Like
very casually. Like Roxanne had gone out on a few like dates with this person, and so it was not super well connected with them, but was also connected with them through other people because Roxanne is also like the social butterfly, like knows friggin' everybody, and so it just. She was one of several people that I was in touch with about this person.
Holy shit. Yeah. And that's the origin of y'all's friendship.
Exactly. Like she is ride or die kind of friend.
So has Roxanne been involved in other parts of your dating life?
Yes, a bit. Like actually my last ex I was introduced to through Roxanne. And all three of us got matching tattoos.
Oh my gosh, what's the tattoo of?
Oh my God. It's of a steak.
like a piece, like meat, a steak.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so Roxanne knows all aspects of you.
Yes.
And your dating. The good and the bad and the steak tattoos.
And the steak tattoo.
Okay, so she sounds perfect for this phone a friend date. Yeah. Is there any caller in particular you're wanting her thoughts on?
I would be very curious to know what she thinks of Salix, for sure. Yeah, because I feel like Salix in some ways reminds me a little bit of that mutual friend / my ex. And also being younger. Also being trans, also being younger. So I'm just like, maybe that was also maybe my hesitation towards Salix at first. Was like, oh, this is reminding me, maybe they remind me a little bit of my ex. In a good way, but also in a way that makes me go like, ooh, like that tea kettle was hot before. Should I touch it again with my bare hands?
Yeah. Okay, so after Roxanne talks to all of your callers, she's going to rank them in order. But before we hear that, what's your ranking right now of the 4 remaining callers?
Number 1, I have to say Billy. Although Billy and Salix are kind of tied for 1. Number 1, Billy. 2, Salix. 3, 3, Mariah. 4, Cedar.
Okay, well, Timo, you get the week off. And next time we'll talk, it'll be in the studio with Roxanne after her dates with your callers.
The suspense, it's going to kill me all week. And plus I don't get I'm excited for this format and to hear what Roxanne has to say. Love it. But I'm also like, oh my God, there's somebody I'm not going to get a chance to talk to again. And that's freaking me out a little bit.
Coming up, Roxanne gathers data about Timo's callers.
Okay, well, this is very valuable information.
Stay on the line.
Hey everyone, it's Roxanne. I'm about to get on the phone with each of Timo's callers. And here's the deal. I am going to be playing it cool, but there are right answers to the questions I'm asking. One of the most important things that I'm looking for is that they're silly. They have to be silly and they cannot take themselves too seriously or anything for that matter. Another thing that's extremely important is that they have to have a huge, big, fun friend group that we can also hang out with. Another thing is that I'm going to be asking them about their favorite holidays. Mine is Christmas. I think it's super fun. I love to eat the food. I love to wear the outfits. And I want those people to want to wear the outfits too. So I don't want somebody with Christmas baggage. And so basically, I'm looking for somebody who can hang out, somebody who is silly and funny, somebody who's got a big group of friends because that also indicates that they are likable. And then they have to want to go to Christmas soirees enthusiastically.
Roxanne's first call is with Cedar.
So welcome to this madness.
Yeah, it's really fun. I'm super.
I'm sure you're nervous too, or like.
Yeah, no, it's
just
very.
talking
it's
to a complete stranger.
Yeah, it's absolutely. It's absolutely weird, but very fun.
So Roxanne, since you are the guest, and it's your first time, I'll let you kick it off and see if you hit me with a question, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, yeah, I've got a lot of questions, but the first one I do want to ask is, what is your friend group like?
I would say majority of my friends are artists, and so we see the world in a different kind of light at times. And also it's really fun because you get to be around other creative people. And like I said, I love to color black, but to get to black, you got to play with all the colors in the rainbow. And I feel like that's kind of how my inner circle or my friendship is. So when we're all together, we create this beautiful family rainbow. I consider them family more than friends.
Yeah. How about this? What's your favorite holiday and why?
Oh, that's easy for me. Actually, my favorite holiday is Halloween. I love everything horror, spook. It's also a time for people that are questioning maybe their identity or trying to find their true self, because I know a lot of friends myself that are like, you know what, Halloween was the first time I found drag, or I found who I really want to be as how I'll identify later in an adult. One time in a year where these young kids get to not be bullied or be pressured to who they will become later on. So I think it's for me it's a lot bigger than just Halloween.
Got you. Okay. What's your least favorite holiday?
Oh, geez, that's a tough one. But I'll probably say 4th of July.
Yeah. Okay, that's a good one. Okay. I have another one. So
all right.
let's say you and Timo are just vibing so hard that you decide to move in together. So Timo comes home with a pet without telling you ahead of time. How do you react?
For me, I love animals. My dad was a veterinarian, and I grew up on a farm. So I love animals. I would probably be like, oh my gosh, another responsibility. We should have talked about it. But at the end of the day, I would have probably been like, all right, come on, we're building something here. We might as well add them to the family.
That's good. Great. So you're an all animal person.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So now why don't you ask me some questions that you want to know about Timo, or, things you're allowed to ask me.
My first question would be, because we do know that Timo has other family in the area, if this relationship was to develop, how much of a friend would you feel if Timo moved away because of love? Would you be okay with that, or would you have a problem?
Oh my God, of course I would be okay with it.
Okay.
Yeah, 100%. I support Timo in whatever they do. I am of the opinion that it's not a friend's jurisdiction to, have
well,
that.
I mean,
they're giving
you a chance to impact this. So I mean, they have to have some kind of
Oh,
general respect or love for you. So
Well,
obviously they're gonna want your opinion. That's why I asked the first question.
They know my opinion on that.
Okay.
So yes, we have a wonderful relationship, and I think part of the reason we have a wonderful relationship is that we don't put parameters on what our dear friends can and should do. You know, ultimately it's up to the individual to know what's right for them, and then as the friend, you support your friend who's doing what's best for them.
Well, Roxanne, it was a pleasure. Hopefully
Peter,
we get to meet in
it was an
person.
absolute pleasure. Indeed.
Ooh, Dr. Roxanne is definitely reporting for duty. Let's see if she can suss out one of Timo's top picks, Salix.
Nice to meet you, Roxanne.
Very nice to meet you. So actually, let me get into my very first question, if you don't mind, which
Yeah, go for it.
is I want to know what your friend group is like.
My friend group is it's pretty diverse. I would say that I have like a couple different circles that all kind of like I really value for different things. I've got kind of like my super close homies that I've been with for a very long time. A couple of them I moved here to New Mexico with, and then a couple of them I met like recently, and we kind of just have like a dog pack, and we go really far back, and so like I really like have that trust. But then I also have like my D&D group. I'd say I have a pretty strong like diverse group of people that I see and value as friends.
Yeah, that seems great. I like that answer because, you know, I think Timo also has kind of a diverse circle of friends. Okay, here's my next question for you.
Mm-hmm.
What is your favorite holiday and why?
Absolutely, no questions asked, Halloween.
Okay, Halloween.
I really, really love dressing up. Like I'm super into like, I'm not like a high tier cosplayer, but I'm like a pretty like solid DIY cosplayer. So I really like any excuse to dress up. I love spooky stuff. I have like a little pumpkin collection. I love dressing up my dogs. I love everything.
So here is another question. Let's just pretend, for the sake of this question, that you and Timo, you know, just really make it. And you end up moving in together, and now you and Timo live together. And Timo comes home with a new pet without telling you ahead of time. How do you react?
Interesting. So I have a lot of pets, and I'm very big into animals. I think my main thing is I would be a little bit more concerned about just like not having that conversation ahead of time, and like because it's also important to me that like the vibes of like I try to be very intentional about the animals that I bring in and like how they like work with each other and how they work in our family. And I think like it's not, I feel like it'd be less about the pet. It would be like, hey, like, why didn't we talk about this? Like, I feel like this was kind of a big decision that we should have like maybe like discussed together.
Okay, what if it was a beta fish?
Oh, okay. Well, that's okay. I think it's like a dog or a cat. If it was a beta fish, I'd be like, fuck yeah, hell yeah, okay, like, let's get this tank, like,
right,
make
totally.
it really nice and get all these plants for it.
So you have answered all of my questions, or not all of them, but the ones I wanted to ask you. And yeah, I had a good chat. It was fun.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much for taking the time to do this. I know it's a little bit of a weird thing.
Oh, absolutely. It's super fun, and I'm totally happy to help.
Listen, sometimes even a beta fish is too much responsibility, and there's no shame in that. Let's see what Roxanne thinks of Timo's number one pick, Billy.
What name are you going by?
Oh, I'm Roxanne.
Roxanne, pleasure. Great.
Yeah, I was listening to the Police a lot, and
oh,
you know.
Yes.
So that's where that came from.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And did you ever watch Moulin Rouge? I don't know how you feel about musicals.
I haven't.
Okay.
I don't mind a musical.
My mom, who works as a psychic, had a client who had access, and so I was exposed at a very young age to live musicals. And then since then, I'll like suck it up for because sometimes I really love the music, and that's what the Roxanne cover in Moulin Rouge is just like so intense and amazing. It's like very heavy duty, like slut shaming. It's amazing.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Yeah.
We hate slut shaming, but we do love
Exactly.
Roxanne. Did I hear you say that your mom is a psychic?
Yeah, she works as a psychic. I think that was what she would have said. Then present day, she refers to herself as a mystic.
That is fucking rad. This is very exciting. Very exciting news. Okay, so by the way, I do have some questions for you that I.
Oh, great. Okay, I'll be quiet. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. No. You're doing. I'm enjoying talking to you. Okay, so I like to know because Timo and I hang out all the time, and I want to know what your friends are like because if Timo and you start dating, I'm wondering like if we get a cool new friend group.
Oh, sweet. I really appreciate that. My friendships are very varied. Yes, cutie plus community and like farmer community and like anti-oppression work community and then like dance party community and sex work community and I do feel like in most of those spaces there's like a pretty real value around kind of like authenticity and connection and accountability and justice and like those things feel really sweet as well as like what shenanigans are possible. But yes, I would hope there would be a sweet blend.
Right? I mean, yeah, that's like one of the funnest things about when your friend starts dating someone. Perfect. Okay. Here's another one that's really important to me, probably less important to Timo. What's your favorite holiday?
Halloween.
Oh my God, everyone loves Halloween.
It is also like the only holiday that I feel much of any agency over. What's yours?
Well, definitely Christmas. But here's the thing. It is kind of like cosplaying I Love Christmas, because who cares about like the actual parts of it? Like if there were no present giving, that would be fine. Actually, it would be preferable. It's really just the outfits because you can wear like stupid, weird shit that, because you're going to a super
like
fancy
permanent
party.
Pajama mode or fancy party.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you could just like the whole entire month of December is a party. So here's another question. Let's pretend that you and Timo are like super in love and someday you decide to move in together and we are fast forward to this time.
Wow.
So you and Timo are living together and Timo comes home with a pet that they didn't tell you about. How do you react?
I feel like this happens to me regularly.
Yeah.
I like that question.
Well, it's funny because people take it very seriously.
Yes, I know.
They're like, well, the first thing I have to say is I would be a little disappointed about the lack of communication. It's like, well, fuck that. Just like go with like it being a fun little funny thing. Like let's not assume Timo brought home a horse.
Yeah. Totally. Yeah, like I'm sure, you didn't set up entire parameters. But yeah, I would guess like an animal that they would love, I would likely also love.
Super good luck in this next round. It was absolutely fantastic to meet you.
Yeah, thank you. Same.
Wait, if Billy's mom is a psychic, does that mean she can predict who'll get the hang-up? Let's eavesdrop on Roxanne's last date with Mariah.
Hi, Mariah.
Hi.
I'm Roxanne, Timo's friend.
Hi, Roxanne.
How do you think it's going?
I think it's going well.
Do you want to expound?
Let's see. Well, the actual first date that we had together, they told me about their kids and aged 9, I believe, 9 and 17.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, I love kids, you know, like kids are amazing. I have a daughter of my own, and she's now 22. And I've learned so much from her and from so many other kids that I have around me. So I'm like, ooh, I would like to meet your kids. But that comes down the road.
Of course. Yeah, I doubt Timo's gonna, put him on a conference call or anything like that. Of course.
Oh no.
Yes. Okay, cool. Well, that sounds good. It's fun to hear that you also have a kid. Okay, so I am gonna ask you, if you don't mind, a couple of questions, because I'm asking everyone, kind of the same questions, just because I want to compare.
Absolutely. Yeah, you got to watch out for your friend. It's all good. No worries.
No doubt. And so speaking of friends, what is your friend group like?
Oh, my goodness. I have a ton of friends. Only a couple of them are close to me. I have two best friends. One is in Albuquerque, one is in Santa Fe. And I absolutely love them. We've been friends for over 30 years.
Ooh!
Yeah. And most of my friends I've been friends with for at least 30 to 20 years. So, yeah, I love my friends. Absolutely.
Fantastic. So you would say that you have like a deep friend group that you've known for a super long time?
Yes.
Can I ask you what your favorite holiday is and why?
Halloween. Halloween, because I'm kind of spooky. I don't do like the whole spooky look anymore. I used to be goth in high school or whatever, but horror is my favorite genre of movies and stuff. And Timo knows this. I've told them.
Okay. So what's your least favorite holiday?
Christmas.
Holiday. Oh, go on.
Okay, so Christmas, oh my goodness. I could see if it was like a relevant holiday, like for friends and family, to get together and like do art and do like work for each other instead of going out and being like, I need to buy $1,000 worth of gifts to give them out. It's so, it's, oh goodness. It's not even Jesus's birthday. His birthday's in February. And it's like,
sure.
Oh gosh. Okay. I'm not going to say anything. Because I can go on and on and on and on and on forever.
Okay. Well, this is very valuable information. Okay. Here's a fun one. All right. So let's say that you and Timo live together. And Timo comes home and they have a pet. And they have not told you that they were bringing home a pet. How do you react?
Oh my gosh. Bring all the pets.
Okay.
Cats, dogs, snakes, scorpions, anything but spiders. I'm good.
Okay. Well, I wish you very good luck in this next round. And maybe I will be meeting you soon.
Yeah, hopefully. That would be great.
Next week, Timo is back.
My palms are sweating just hearing you say it because it's like, I don't want to roast somebody, but also like, this is true.
They'll get the 411 from Roxanne on all of their callers.
I've taken this responsibility very seriously and also not at all.
And hear who she thinks should get the hang up.
I also have harsh judgments.
Then they'll make their choice to either take her advice or hit ignore.
So picking the hang up right now?
Picking the hang up, who would you say?
Hands down. I mean, just absolutely 100%.
But that's next week. Stay on the line.
Hang Up is created and produced by me, Caitlin Pierce. Our host and story editor is Zakiya Gibbons. Our sound designer, mix engineer, and story editor is Ben Montoya. And that's it. Our whole team is just 3 people. We put so much time and love into Hang Up because we believe in this show. And we get to make it weird and silly and queer and exactly what we want it to be because we are independent. But to stay independent, we need your support. Here's a few ways you can help. Rate Hang Up with 5 stars on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Tell a friend about the show. Follow us on Instagram at HangUpShow. Subscribe to our newsletter and donate at hangupshow.com. You can read about what goes on behind the scenes, access exclusive content, and even get Hang Up swag. Find out more on our website, hangupshow.com. We can't do it alone. Thank you for your support. Our sounding board is Allison Behringer, Carla Corrales, Chiokia Jansen, and Graham Vickers. Music by Jeff Carter and Stephen Pathé of Sandy. Hear more at sandy-sounds.com. Show art by Alex Teschel. Season 2 art by Marcus Torres. Studio recording by Josh Wilcox of Brooklyn Podcasting Studio and Sid Fenley of Mountain Road Recording. This episode uses many sounds from Freesound. For the full list, check out our website, hangupshow.com. Special thanks to Bess Friedman, Trevor Burt, Oliver Yaney, Tony of Albuquerque Social Club, Michael Burdick of Sidewinders, Quinn Harity, Nellie Giles, and the Radio Diaries team. Thanks also to the people supporting us at Radiotopia and PRX. Yuri Lasordo, Audrey Mardovich, Apu Gote, Carolyn Willander, Molly Perkins, Cher Delva, Gretchen Borzai, Maggie Gorville, and Audrey Davidson, just to name a few. Hang Up is a proud member of Radiotopia from PRX, a network of independent, creator-owned, listener-supported podcasts. Discover audio with vision at radiotopia.fm.